We're going to be ranting about 3 things today. The first one is going to be the Jackson 5 transitioning from the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons and all of the chaos that came with that. Jermaine marrying Berry Gordy's daughter, the issue of them potentially not being paid fairly, them not receiving the proper care, I guess, as a group under Motown, and how they eventually went to CBS and signed with Epic Records. The next thing we're going to talk about after that is NCT Dream going on tour again. Can Mark and Haechan please get a rest? Oh my god. And I'm going to be complaining about SM again. What's new? It's like a job for me at this point. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the use of AI with music artists. I am going to mention Queen. I actually did a video on that for When the Night Comes Down and how they used AI. Before we start, first of all, hey, I hope you guys like the new intro. I want to give a big shout out to this person that made me this fan art. Their Instagram is at ALC_art_or_whatever, and I love it so much. The art style reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen the kids show Charlie and Lola, but that's what it reminds me of. It's so cute. And I also want to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers on my personal channel, and also I have a new video on there, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. And thank you to everyone who's went and subscribed and checked out my personal channel. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin. So, as we know, at one time, the Jacksons were the Jackson 5, and they were a part of Motown Records, and Berry Gordy is the founder of Motown Records. There's many different reasons for why the Jacksons could have left. One is that they weren't paid fairly, that the royalties they were receiving was bad, like very low percentage, and you got to think about all the work they're putting into this and everything, just not the most fair treatment. Another one is that Berry Gordy, a lot of people have said that he seems to kind of throw away groups or move on from artists and groups that he feels like are, outgrown or just aren't really, like there's nowhere else to go, and it's like, okay, that passed, it's over, fine, on to the next, basically. To me, it just seems like a smart business decision for the Jackson 5 to do. It's like, I'm not happy here for whatever reason. We're not happy here, so we're going to go to Epic Records, CBS, Epic Records. And I think that was an extremely smart thing to do because the Jacksons obviously had a lot of success. Now, obviously, Jermaine was not going forward with the Jacksons because he actually married Berry Gordy's daughter. So he stuck around with Motown, but Randy replaced Jermaine for the Jacksons. And obviously, they were extremely successful. And as far as I know, Michael has not ever said anything bad about Berry. To me, it personally just seems like the best business decision that they could have made, whether they weren't being paid fairly or they just felt like he wasn't putting in the effort to like keep the group going, and it just felt kind of pointless and like it was dying out, and CBS, like they were going to get a lot more because Motown kind of died out over time. And obviously, I mean, Michael went on to have one of the best solo careers in the history of ever, so it seemed like that was definitely the right move. But yeah, every now and then I forget about that, and I'm just like, dang, that was kind of rough, but it definitely worked out for them, so I can't be too upset, right? The next thing I want to rant about is not going to be surprising at all. It's SM Entertainment. Oh my god, I am constantly not happy with them. I think anyone that likes a group or an artist under SM Entertainment understands completely. But this time I have major beef with SM Entertainment once again putting Mark and Haechan through physical hell. I know that Haechan and Mark, they are amazing performers. They are extremely hard workers. I mean, Haechan's gonna release a solo album. Mark just released a full album. I respect their hard work. I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't work hard. And, I know they want to, make fans happy, and that's great. And I know they're young, so SM is just like, oh, they're young, they seem to be healthy, so let's go for it, right? And like everybody loves them, so if they can go on tour, they're gonna go on tour. But this is the thing that kills me about SM. Y'all have so many options. Like, why has Wavy not come to the US yet? I know they've been in Asia, but send them to the US. Give NCT Dream a little break. I know they're probably thinking, you know, SM's thinking, oh, well, Haechan's gotta go to the military at some point. Okay, well, that doesn't mean you just give them every single thing in like the shortest span of time. I don't care how young you are, how healthy you are. It's just not good to do too much because it could have long-term effects, and I'm not wishing that on them. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to them. I would never, but you got to take care of yourself, and you like the biggest thing is getting rest. You have to get rest. If you don't, you will literally go nuts. Like, your sleep is so important to your health. That alone is really important. So SM, like, send Red Velvet. I know 2 of the members, you know, they aren't continuing their contract, but they're still going to be in group activities. Just, you have other artists. Like, you have them. You have the talent. You have the it factor. I just, this, you know, NCT tour, the Dream Show 4. I mean, I saw NCT 127 in February. Mark and Haechan were there. Now they're gonna go on tour again. Like, it's just so much. You're talking about 2 different shows, really long productions, and choreography and singing and rapping and everything. Like, I worry about them. It's not me trying to fearmonger or say that something bad is going to happen to them. Absolutely not. It's just me being like, SM, you have options. And you should care a little bit more, I think, about your artist health. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's my rant on that. But I truly wish all of NCT Dream the best. The last thing I want to rant about is what seems to just be becoming a common use of AI between lots of music groups or artists. Like, Katy Perry recently had AI on her tour, which I keep getting clips from that concert, and let me just say, it's 100% against my will, but I can't look away. Like,
who is she? Drag her, slay her.
If you have a big fan base, especially with talented fan artists, like Queen, for example, one of you guys, when I did a Let's Talk about AI being used in Queen's When the Night Comes Down video, someone said, like, they were very disappointed because at one time, for I think it was like Freddie's birthday project or something, they put out a video and it was tons of fan art from Queen fans, and it was really well done, really good video, and it was showcasing people's work. And I don't believe like anybody got paid for that, but at least it was authentic work. Now people are choosing the easy way out, the cheaper way, and basically just selling out, in my opinion, by using AI. At first, I didn't understand just how bad AI was I knew it was going to be bad for artists, but until I posted my, me talking about Queen's use with AI, I really didn't understand just how bad it was until I started reading the comments of artists that, do fan art and other types of art. And it's just really disappointing. There are plenty of talented people who deserve to be paid for a skill that I don't have. I mean, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do none of that. It's a skill. Some people would say, oh, well, it's, you're just painting, you're just drawing, it's not that hard. Okay, not everybody has that skill, okay? So it's definitely a skill. And I think people should be paid for it. I feel like it's not that hard to have other alternatives. And especially with like big corporations that are making so much freaking money. It is disappointing because I do think aspects of AI are really cool. Like the voice, like, how you can make certain people sing like different songs. Like I know they've done it with Michael and Freddie. I think it's really cool, but I'm just like, it's honestly scary. AI in general, just the more I think about it, the more terrified I get. Like, I know people say this is like a Black Mirror episode, but it really feels like it sometimes. I feel like with things already, we're already dealing with like quote unquote fake news. And if it gets good enough, then you can just put whatever out there and people may believe it. I mean, you see the old people on Facebook that can vote believing that some of this AI video crap is real. So it's kind of terrifying to think about. I feel like a lot of actually good journalists right now are not being able to speak their mind and are leaving their profession or leaving these big corporations they work for because they're not being able to tell the truth. That's horrifying. And then with AI, you can fabricate stuff if it gets good enough. So that just freaks me the hell out. But yeah, okay, that's my rant on AI. And those are my rants. Y'all let me know what you think. I haven't done a rant video in a while, and I miss them, and I'll definitely continue to do them. So y'all let me know if you have any topics you want me to rant about, and I'll definitely get on to that. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.